chewing on this, I got the vape pen too. I'm high.
Huh.
Yeah. No, I'm good to go.
Welcome to High on Blood Bowl. Today we've got our first game in the Lizardmen Preparatory Academy, the LPA Carnosaurs. For those of you that follow the Warhammer mythos, the Carnosaur is one of the better mounts. Basically, it's a giant T-Rex that a lot of the sources ride.
That's why I hate playing against Lizardmen. Alright, so...
Because of all the cool units we have.
So, you made the crosstown rivals for the Skaven Jezzails, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Lizardmen
so...
prep.
Excellent. So, walk me through the Lizardmen prep. Who's this team?
Alright, so... We've got current 11 players. This is actually the first
that the new
time
Cabal
in 50 years
HD
that
globes
the
have been
LPA
selling like
has
hotcakes
had
from
a
all
strong enough
outlets.
athletics program.
Don't confuse the
Blood Bowl team.
viewers, Jim.
Up first
They
we
think they're selling
have
fast.
Dan
That they're made out of
Bone
cake and
Crusher Smith. He's
Okay.
our big guy. He's a Croxagore.
Okay.
His premier game that we're about to see, not the greatest in the world, but he does a good job at holding people down and drawing line of fire.
Well, yeah, he's a big guy. Big guys are great at that.
Number two, our number 2 position, Saurus Warrior, Tim Abbott. Saurus number 3, Jared Williams,
Alright.
Jim Edwards, and Aiden Diaz all make up our Sauruses.
Okay, so you went, you didn't do your usual 1,000 skinks.
Close. The 1,000 skink strategy does work, but you still need a strong starting, you need blockers to make
Okay.
them effective.
Alright.
Now the meat and potatoes of the team, the skinks. Number 6, Tony Peterson. Number 7, James Foster. Number 8, Bobby White. Number 9, Colin Harris. And Colin Harris is actually one of the players that made one of the touchdowns, I think. Also
Nope.
got a good number of injuries with Skinks last game, so...
Oh, nice.
Number 10, Hank Brown. And number 11, the only female that is an Amazon.
Did you know, back in
in Blood Bowl,
2479, the experiment to use balls
Karen
made of
Taylor.
granite was
Okay.
not a success.
We'll see how well she does in her premiere episode of Blood Bowl. I see Pittybot has left us.
Yes, you mean her premiere game, not episode.
Yeah, game, sorry. Life is episode for me. Episode is life.
And I see you also went with the cheerleaders and coaches' assistants.
Yeah, that's so for a good Lizardman strategy, what you really want to do is at the very minimum you want to have 3 Sauruses.
Yeah.
Or 2 Sauruses and a big guy.
Yeah.
Because you do need blockers. If you follow our Facebook page, we discussed this in Coach's Corner today, in fact, about the benefits versus costs of playing a stunty team. And
Yeah.
playing an all-skink team while opening up for a lot of fun shenanigans, like a cross between goblins and elves in playstyle. It really isn't... It's not very competitive once you get past the second or third game. After that, you begin to see heavy losses. It becomes harder to field characters because everyone's getting injured or killed. And that's why you really need the blockers. And the blockers are just there to really occupy your opponent's front line while your skinks run up, snatch the ball, and make the touchdown. And you'll see that by turn 3 in this game. It's a
All right.
beautiful thing.
Thirsty Bob.
Always, Jim.
Well,
I always
refreshing
recommend
glass
go with at least
of
one
blood
with the apothecary at minimum, because you're going to need it.
Well, here's the thing. I've actually started experimenting with teams without an apothecary. Like, starting with more skilled characters,
Right.
using that money to purchase a better team instead of an apothecary. And I gotta tell you, well, here's the thing. Like, you set the entire game, you never use the apothecary because you're waiting for it to be needed on a character. So some games it
Right.
never gets used.
That's true.
And
But-
oftentimes when you use it, it's just another reroll. Do you have any idea how often I went from dead to dead?
enough times, I'm sure.
A lot more times than I've gone from dead to no
not.
casualty.
Well, you know, in my experience, it's always good to have it to minimize injuries or to keep your players as whole as possible. Having that emergency pause, I've always been of the opinion that it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. This is especially true when you start playing in tournament style.
Well, yeah,
game.
I can buy more. I can buy an apothecary halfway after a couple games.
Yeah, but
It's not like a reroll. The price doesn't double.
I'd rather not have open slots full of characters with the loner trait, and I think that's
Yeah, but those are going to be.
argument for having the
Well, I mean,
apothecary.
that's true. All of your guys are valuable. You don't have my issue where the line rats can just go away and come back.
And the
Did you
closest to that we have are the
bathroom
skinks.
facilities
Skinks
have
are
only
still
been
almost
built in
twice
modern
the cost
stadia
for
since the
a
last
Skaven
decade.
line rat.
Well, that's
Before
because
that,
you use
the waste
them.
was
Well,
actually, no one knows.
They're not
anything.
twice the cost. They're 60k. A line rat's
only
50.
30, isn't it?
50k.
50?
Yeah, a line rat's 50k.
Well, I mean, that's still an extra coach or an extra cheerleader, and that's nothing to scoff at.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
So,
All right.
so going into this game, I only go into the game with 2 rerolls and 1 cheerleader.
Okay.
So I just want to specify that. And you'll see how my strategy kind of changes up a little bit as we go along.
All right, let's see what you did.
The best way to impress your shareholders, a large
Terror
and full
Dome.
stadium.
So we already did pick a sponsor. We did go with McMurdy's, and when I was going through the sponsor list, I noticed that Skaven Cheese is actually a sponsor that you could go with the Giselles if you're not satisfied with McMurdy's.
No, I like McMurdy's.
Everyone does. Okay. So with further ado, we're going into game 1. Snarky boys defending against Lizardmen Prep Carnosaurs.
All right.
And may I say, I hate goblins.
I hate goblins too.
Ooh, did you see that, Jim?
What? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it, Bob.
Good thing we've got a replay then.
Maybe it'll start soon.
Maybe. So, one other thing I'd like to point out to our viewers is the way I play my Lizardmen are not strictly by the standard playbook that you'd expect to see Lizardmen played as. They take a lot of
Welcome back,
influence
Bloodstone.
from some crazy shenanigans that you may have seen in other places.
Yeah. He learned how to play Blood Bolt from me.
Basically, when you play Skinks as line rats, interesting and expensive things tend to happen. Team presentation. So, just a suggestion from the coach's corner here. Goblins are kind of cool in the amount of different guys they have that you could play with, but I wouldn't recommend them. Only because most of them are gone by first turn because of all their stabby weapons. Unless, of course, you're buying a lot of bribes.
Well, I mean, you can buy a lot of bribes, or the other thing is you buy all 3 secret weapons, but you only use them one at a time.
Lizard men
Well,
certainly
that's the thing
excel
I've
in
noticed
certain
that the
domains.
AI tends
but
to
are
do is he tends to
abysmally
use
enough.
all of his...
Hit triangle so we can watch this from the right angle. There you go.
And the Saurus have
Oh, holy
two
shit! That was an aggressive.
Now this is my custom offense play. I call it the Eye of Sotek.
Okay, explain what it's supposed to do before anything actually happens.
Okay, so the general idea here is that, as you can see, I've got all my big guys up front and one skink in the back to go after the ball.
Forget
Yeah, I see that.
Just like pissing
First
out a few
reroll, 1
whacks.
and 2.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
sucks when your very first thing you ever do with a die is a reroll.
Pass off,
Handoff.
and he's going to come up. Yeah. So basically, you want to use your skinks and your sauruses to clear a path.
You should have sent in the other way, I think. That way, if
his team is balanced, so he can go either way. That part doesn't really matter.
No. I mean, when your dude hit the guy, you should have directed him right instead of left.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That way he wouldn't be on the floor.
In my run path.
In your run path.
Yeah, I learned this the hard way. You'll see in a minute. It's gonna get. I accidentally planned incorrectly, so I boxed up my ball carrier the wrong way.
Oh yeah, but
So,
I mean that's you at least
This
covered
should
it a
have been
little.
This should have been a turn 2 touchdown, but I screwed it up. Oh, forgot how to Saurus.
No, he remembered how to Saurus. That's the problem.
Of ineptitude.
You asked a Saurus to move faster. Ooh,
This
you're
player has
really
great
Tries to
stupid.
do more than they can handle.
Apparently you did.
You'll see.
Ooh, goblins are fast.
They are, and they're also stunty.
Yeah,
But
they are.
They don't. They are just as annoying as skinks. I love that he had 3 dice rolls, and the best he could do was push.
Nope. Sit down.
Okay, so this is what I don't understand about the AI's strategy. He's got 4 rerolls, or 5 rerolls, excuse me.
Oh, you don't have the same movement as a Skaven. I'm like, you can score now.
Almost.
No, you don't have the movement for
That's
it.
annoying.
Oh, you shouldn't have followed. Had you not followed up, you would have a clear path up.
Don't worry, I already know all the ways I screwed this up.
Saying them out loud helps.
Well, not only that, but other people who are watching are going to kind of get a little more insight.
In reality, I would have blitzed the Croc. I would have blitzed the Saurus warrior in the back there, the one covering the ball carrier. I would have blitzed him up to get the goblin out of the way. Because then you could have stunted your entire team out of there and formed a new cage closer to the end zone.
All best laid plans.
Did this
of,
guy leave his
mice and
brain in
lizard
the
men.
dugout again?
Well, you know, that's what we're doing this for.
I mean, I was also sick yesterday when I played this game, so, you know.
You don't have to make excuses.
I'm just saying that normally when I'm in practice as a coach,
Uh-huh.
it's not the kind of mistake I make.
Yeah.
And
Oh!
I love this.
Get off the field.
His one chance to use his friggin' chainsaw,
Blows up in his damn
and
face.
it blows up in his damn face. All right, so this is where we make the tap. We're going to come up for a handoff here, and this guy's going to end up making 2
Predictable
going
and a
for it
little
for the
boring,
touchdown.
but it's the
Whew.
results that matter. Oh, wait.
1 and 2 and touchdown.
Good job, little guy.
And extremely fast.
That was Peterson.
The other team must wake up.
That was still a 3-turn touchdown. That's nothing to scoff at.
That's true, but with these plays in mind, that they're really what gets everything going, you know?
Yeah, but it's if you really want to do a 2-turn touchdown,
Understand why secret
you got to start closer.
Good. You done a good job. Go
I don't
watch
see what you
your
mean.
match.
They
You're-
were- if you saw how the play went there, they were in the same position during turn 2 as they were at the end of turn 1. Mostly.
No,
At
I'm
least
referring.
the ball
You need to
carrier
put.
was.
You need to. I'm just saying your skinks could be closer up to the. Never mind. That's pretty close.
They definitely could be, but you got to also remember.
Oh, you're on
that-
defense now.
Yep. And as you can see, my defensive play is very similar to the Eye of Sotek, except it's a little more tighter.
Oh.
He gets another reroll. By the end of this turn, he has received 7 rerolls and only uses 3. And there are plenty of times that the AI should have used their rerolls. So here's the thing. I mean,
Like
for
that
those of
chainsaw
you-
incident.
Huh?
Like the chainsaw incident.
Like the chainsaw incident. That would have been a perfect place to do
I
a
think
reroll.
he already re-rolled that turn.
Did he?
Yeah, he must have, because the AI will always re-roll instead of loot.
They
Then
roll
why
a
did
one.
no? 'Cause
No, it won't.
He didn't re-roll when he fell at the end of turn
Ah,
1.
good.
Oh.
He's got the ball.
And he
It's
had
always
5 at that
embarrassing when
point,
they
so I don't
fumble
know.
that bit.
I don't know what how the AI decides when it re-rolls or not.
Now, just like with the ISO tech, though, This defensive play here,
Two
which
big
doesn't yet have a
guys is
name
always
because I'm not
better than one.
the idea is you want to spend the first turn using your big guys to clear a path so that your skinks can run up, which is why they're in that tight-knit fashion. Also, in case that fails, they're there to help give extra blocking dice for the Saurus Warriors on any goblins or trolls that decide to try to push their way through.
Big guy.
He
Big
makes
guy.
a lot of great rolls on just a one die against the trolls, and I fucking hate these trolls because of that reason. And that was the second reason.
You should have let that reroll go.
I'm sure if I had, the score would have been a little bit higher. But I wasn't too worried. I felt confident enough that with all the players that he had sent off and illegal weapons, that I had enough guys to actually...
You'd think that, wouldn't you? But Goblins and Skaven, they can both score with 3 dudes.
Yes, I'm sure they can. They have to get past my awesome coach, Stunty. So this is why I love Stunty, and this is why we talked about it. Did you just see that?
Yeah.
2 tackle zones I dodged through.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Goblins have the same way, and if the AI was just a little more aggressive, he could have done a lot better than what he did.
Yeah.
Or she. I don't know.
The AI is non-gendered.
They could have done that.
Oh!
And you'll see that a lot.
Oh!
Like a lot of successful hits, but nothing real damaging.
Nope.
One more step and...
Yeah,
There's level ups for that, though. If you want to start hurting people, woo!
Well, I do want to start hurting people, but that requires my Saurus Warriors to get a bit more...
Sides are starting to look a little uneven.
It's great, Chip.
Well, I mean, you could put
And a KO isn't an injury, is it?
No, but like when a Saurus Warrior levels, you can give a couple of them tackle. Like having a dude on the field you can put anywhere that creates extra tackle zones. I mean, oof.
Well done. You helped the ball carrier.
That does seem like a pretty strong decision for Saurus.
Yeah. Not for a Saurus, for a skink.
For a skink. Well, the first thing that skinks need to take is their feet, so that way when they are given an exclamation how, they can choose the direction that they're pushed in through dodge.
That's not sure feet.
Isn't it?
No, that's a sidestep.
Yeah, sidestep, that's the one.
Sure feet says that you get to reroll failed going for it checks.
See, that right there was one of the few places the AI used a reroll.
Uh-huh.
He rolled a skull against one of the skinks, but re-rolled it for a push.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier. Move quicker.
Hit him.
So
Hit him in the stupid face.
The rest of this half is going to be spent trying to get the ball away from the ball carrier.
Oh, that's an injury. That's
from
nice.
A skink, and I love it when that happens. Because for whatever reason, my skinks always do more damage than the Saurus Warriors. The Saurus Warriors, they love to push, they love to knock down, they even occasionally get a good KO. They don't know how to injure things, and that kind of makes me sad.
Oh.
It was the only option for that.
You could have not hit him.
I was trying to give an extra tackle zone, because what you're going to see here, either this turn or next turn, I'm going to be running a guy up in there to tackle, or to tackle the ball carrier.
Whew.
It always looks more impressive than it is.
May I make a suggestion, actually? Next time you're in a situation like this, blitz with your Croxagore, and then run it into the ball's area.
So that's another strategy I try to go with, using my Croc to blitz, because he does have a higher strength.
No. I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. Because you couldn't move him because the troll was there. You had the troll, right?
Yeah.
So had you blitzed the troll, you could have then hit the troll and then moved your Kroxigor anywhere you wanted.
Huh.
Yeah.
I never thought of doing it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't think. I thought you had to do the blitz action first.
No. You have to go into the action menu
Blitz.
and click blitz
They're going for the ball.
and then move. You can even move blitz then move. I do that all the time. Alright. What's going on the screen?
Blood Bowl. Alright, so
Ooh!
lots of that. It's their turn, and the AI just manages to
The attacker
slip
has
away
an
through my
assist.
fingers every time.
Well, you know, they're stunty.
But thankfully, they didn't get any injuries. Yeah.
That player is looking rather smug for remaining up.
Right now, we're just waiting for
Pride
it.
comes before a fall.
Who's in the cage?
This is most of the game right here. AI has control of the ball. I try to get ball from AI. Anytime I land a hit, the AI just turns it into a push. It's a frustratingly slow game, but early Lizardmen games are like. Once we start seeing the first couple of levels, that's when things get kind of goofy.
Yeah.
And
Twinkle toes
a
there.
push from a Saurus.
Yeah, but you know. Yes.
It's better than anything that isn't a skull is a good day.
This could
But,
be a sack.
yeah.
I love it when that happens.
As you can see, we're building tackle zones, and
This next action is going
yeah,
to
this
fail.
was interesting. My blitz, my turnover blitz right there.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that the goblin on that bottom corner was a goblin and not a skink.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I would have blitzed with one of the skinks in that scenario. You had enough tackle zones.
You're right, I should have. But I was going for the bigger strength, and I thought I had it, and I didn't pay attention to crap.
Good stuff.
But thankfully, I don't receive any injuries this half, and I prevent the ball carrier from scoring. I mean, even ending my turn right here, which right where it was, the ball carrier can't make it. I
No.
mean, I'm sure if he tried hard enough, he could have.
Let me see your controller. Oh, he didn't have anybody in scoring position. That's what I was trying to check.
He could have used his goblin stun.
No, he didn't have anybody close enough to the end zone to make that much movement in a single turn.
I suppose not.
The only thing he could have done is thrown. Had he thrown a ball carrier, maybe.
Top of the second half.
So, none of the knocked out
So we're going
players
to be going
seem
with
to
our
have awoken
standard
in time for the next
Saurus
down.
All right.
Must be one heck of a
For
dream
the-
they're having.
For the lack of a better term,
Hard
called
to
the
come back
Blitzkrieg.
from. He'll need some subs.
This is the only event that we win. And we got an extra reroll.
Fucking goblins.
That's a solid
So
formation.
they get first go.
I want to see the opposing team have a go at the ball.
I should
Boom.
let them try.
Oh, you
Two big
received.
goons that get together and fall
Yep.
on you. It can be
I like making the first touchdown of the game. It's more of a fantasy thing because there's a strategy you can go with either defend first or not. And if you play your Sauruses right,
Ah, at least they
you can
have
prevent your
teammates
opponent from
around.
scoring.
That's it. Force them back and then pow.
That said, there are times when you can score.
And
Oh, yeah.
he's standing there.
If only I could actually learn that.
There is a certain amount of ego and hubris that goes into things. So right now I'm basically just moving my skinks up to give the Sauruses and the Kroxigor extra tackle zones to get higher dice rolls, because everything's at like a 1 for them right now with all the goblins that the AI has on the front.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to maneuver some of my skinks through the gap around the goblins to try to get to the ball carriers.
He's going to sleep. He saw us. Me hit.
Yep, I reckon that's what he'd say if he could
Poor
talk.
Jim.
Yeah, but a KO with a stun, he did his job. I felt like the team was strong enough as it's built to be able to hold off the rest of the game without, down the souls.
Yeah.
Once you get down to it begins to be harder to really do things, because then you're relying exclusively on the skinks.
Yeah.
And for a skinks to take down a blitzer, you're looking at a minimum of 3 to get enough die rolls on one guy.
Ooh.
Stunned skink, but he took down a goblin, so...
Yeah, but you can give skinks skills.
This is only game 1. Right now we're not
No,
even
my
talking
point
about
is, I'm not
the
talking about that. I'm talking
There
about
they
future
are.
stuff. I'm not
Think of the
critiquing your decisions, man. I'm saying you can make stinks. If you want to run a pure skink game, you can do it by giving them specific skills. Dauntless, strip ball, grab.
All that requires a lot of leveling.
It
And
does.
I think some of these guys
That team
might
should
get there,
avoid
but in
physical
an Eternal League
But-
situation, I don't foresee being able to do this.
My
without-
point is, please let me finish thoughts, man. My point is that you can build a team with some Crocs on it and some Saurus Warriors, but as focus on creating very aggressive skinks, and eventually you can just phase out
This player should be
your bigger
brain transplant.
characters as you start phasing in more skinks because you have skinks that can hold the line.
Big thing.
That's what I'm trying to say. You could totally just make that happen.
That strategy would work really well for a pro-level Blood Bowl. But for the Carnosaurs,
That
I don't think we'll be able to see necessarily that level of play. But there is a potential.
Yeah, I mean, it is high school football.
Well, that and with only 4 years, I don't know if we can see that kind of development.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The domino
I
effect.
think to really see that, we're going to need some good 5 to 6 year veteran skinks. Which is kind of sad when you think about it, because that means that you're for those level games, you're only going to see 1 or 2 seasons happen.
Can the player force possession away from the ball holder?
Whoops!
I really wish the Saurus would have grabbed that.
That would have been hilarious. I still love giving the ball to my Rat Ogre every now and then.
I've seen.
So right
mushrooms.
now, the AI has 3 re-rolls and we have none.
Yeah.
So the rest of the game, everything I do is pure dice roll luck.
You know what I say about dice rolls in this game?
We
Mitigate
call
as
that
much as possible.
a fool's
Yup.
kiss.
Because you know what? The worst dice roll games I've ever had, when I went back and looked at my statistics, do you know what I found?
Yes,
It was
the
all luck.
unmistakable
No, my
sound
dice rolling was perfectly average the entire game.
rolling up
I
into
just
his
happened to
hand.
get bad dice rolls
Out for some time.
At those
in
moments.
important times. That's what looking at my averages reminded me of. The more dice you roll, the more you're going to roll bad dice.
3 or 4 moments. See, this is where I'm tiptoeing in.
Touchdown.
Did he have enough? Did he have enough
The last 2 movements were,
required? Could he reach you?
no. I wanted to. I was going for it. I took 2 going for it.
Well, yes, but if he couldn't reach you, you could have sat there and not going for it, which is risk mitigation.
Yep. And hopefully I learned my lesson. We'll find out later today. Tune in later today for Blood Bowl Live. Okay,
Let's
fine,
start.
or not.
Carnage can
It was the
start
pity bot.
all over
He
again.
better be there.
They're down
Pity
to
bots
play.
are 12th man.
Easy to replace.
I feel like that should be the name of our channel from now on.
Pity bots are 12th man.
Yes, the pity bot is our 12th man.
I think we should find our most ridiculous game where everything just goes friggin' goofy. Do a special commentary for it, and when we, every now and then, post it up for Pity Bot is our 12th man.
I just think that should be the name of our channel from now on.
supposed
Yes,
to get away
they
with
picked
that.
up the ball. Whoopie-dee-doo.
What? Pity bot is our 12th man? Sounds good to me.
Or how about a Pity Bot is our 12th man production?
Smells weakness.
Did this guy leave his brain in the dugout again?
Or maybe that could just be a recurring joke every now and then.
Yeah, it kind of will be, won't it?
You know, we have a great game and all of a sudden something awesome happens. Woo! Pity Bots are 12th man!
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean.
T-shirts,
But this
mugs,
time-
caps,
No miracles.
You're right.
lighters.
I am the pity bot.
A silicone pipe. Just on the side, just, you know, Rastafarian colors or whatever.
Well, at least they're not dead.
The Abbott is in. Oh, Tim Abbott is injured.
Tim Abbott,
Ooh.
but there's no
Oh,
lasting
let's pick
effects,
up some
so
Slam
he's just out for the game.
Oh, okay.
So,
And Belly Puke is stunned, but what turn is it?
right now it is turn 14.
Really hurt.
So, okay,
Goblins are in possession, and we're
his-
going to do our damnedest to knock it out of their hands.
yeah. Well, I mean, his troll is stunned, so he's out of the game.
Well,
And his other troll is really stupid, so you don't have to worry about any of his tackle zones. You can leave him in the dust now. You can go focus on the ball carrier and leave the troll alone by himself, because he
And I
can't
should've
move
done
without support.
I should have done that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I should have done.
But that's why we watch the games, right?
Well, I thought it was mostly for entertainment purposes and to smoke weed.
That too. But also, I become better coach when I watch my own games.
Oh, and have I shown you my new pipe? It's hammer-shaped.
Ooh, nice.
I named it Leon because it's cool looking, it's a hammer, and I feel like I could crush it in my hand.
You're control of the camera, dude. Oh.
Oh, I guess one of my sources did get injured.
Oh, good sir. Good sir.
Always good for a laugh.
Yay! Whoever you are, we're going to make sure you get
Just
a
'cause
play.
the
Maybe
final
an
whistle's about to
accidental
blow
touchdown.
doesn't mean we can't finish on a few fatalities.
Boom! Troll damage!
Goodbye.
Now, I think I already used the blitz this turn.
Nope.
Okay, then I'm setting up tackle zones. Go, skinks, go! Wait, am I going to blitz with a skink?
I don't know. Nope. You're going to fail this going for it.
Yep. Nope.
They're going for the ball.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 3 dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing, one was a bolt down, one was a skull.
I really think, had you conserved your rerolls differently, you could have used it there.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. It would have been awesome. That would have been wise.
Yeah.
Smart. But here we are at the top of the 15th, so by this point...
Oh, you left your skink just sitting there to get hit.
Yep. But one place that I've been really lucky this game
They're building a
has
cage
been
around the ball here. It's a solid
the armor rigs.
Oh.
And the worst thing that has happened to a skink is a stun. See, that right there was another dodge.
Yeah.
Because the computer was rolling constantly
There's quite a few
on,
of the opposition surrounding that
on the
pit.
exclamation
We need to
valve.
be very careful.
Here's our turn. We're going to go ahead and try covering.
This could be fun, especially if the ball holder goes down.
I think I moved through a tackle zone and failed.
They'll need to
Oh.
get rid of the ball. Now there's pressure on them.
They're just too fast. Break some legs, please. It's too speedy for my eyes.
Oh, that's what it was. I had to waste my blitz. And dodge.
He's on him now, like a halfling on a hot dinner.
Oh, it's okay.
So this next turn,
Uh-huh.
the top of the 16th for the AI,
Uh-huh.
he's going to come in to all 3 of those skinks, and he's going to either knock them down or push them away.
Huh?
He's actually going to clear and free
player's
his
going for
goddamn ball carrier.
Cool.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier. Move quicker.
But again, He's too far away to go for a touchdown.
No, actually, he's not.
You can only pass off once.
That's a run to a handoff to the goblin, and then the troll can throw. You can do a handoff and a pass.
He wouldn't have made it.
Well, no, he can't now. He moved both that goblin and that troll.
No, I'm just saying the die rolls involved.
No. It's unlikely he would have made it. He still could have. He's got rerolls.
Why the fuck does it
Better dodging out of the way rather than
still
blocking.
confuses Paul?
No, Jill. Strike first, run later. That's always been my motto.
Alright, so now I'm going to attempt to push away as many guys as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna free up for a ball carrier blitz.
Ball in danger.
Smack!
Carrier too.
Follow.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? That's the end of the game.
Oh no!
Yeah, 2-0. So,
And the troll with the ball. You know he had no idea what to do with that shit.
of course not. Of course not. So
That's why the game ended. Troll caught the ball and everyone went, well, shit, that's the game.
I screamed at my TV. I was like, no!
No! Because you
No!
could have scored again. All right, so
All
let's see
right,
what we
so-
got.
Statistics.
You only had the ball 18% of the time and you still won the game.
2-0. Because my defense is awesome. As the kids would say, I guess it's on fleek.
Whatever. Occupation of opponent's half, 18%. Wow. Pass blocks succeeded 43-33, so you did more. You did more KOs, you did more injuries,
Yep,
and you ran more yards.
that's correct.
So, with 18% ball possession, you ran more yards and won the game.
Strong defense.
Strong defense. Oh, we're going to have an interesting play when we play. All right, let's see the dice rolls. Oh, SPP.
All right, so
R1?
yeah, 33 blocks versus his 43.
Yeah, but we already looked at that.
His casualties. Oh, okay.
That's the same list we just looked at. It's just SPP. So you got Collins got 5. He probably got MVP. Jim's got the injury.
With a range of new
Tony and
features.
James scored for you.
Instruction guide
James must have
for
scored.
further details.
Oh,
Don't be
so it's either
stupid,
Colin or
Jim.
Tony, but somebody
Nobody
scored
ever
and
reads
injured
the
somebody.
instructions.
Yeah, it was. No, they both would have.
No. Somebody got MVP.
Oh,
Go back to.
okay. So they actually.
Colin got-
Colin.
Colin
so
got
Colin
it.
was the one that got the injury. And
No, he wasn't. He's MVP. He got those 5 points
Oh,
just
right,
for
being
showing up to the game. Who's the other guy? Colin, Tony.
Tony is a skink as well.
So
Jim is the Saurus warrior.
I think Tony is your MVP for this game.
because of the.
He scored a touchdown and he achieved an injury on his opponent.
Whereas James just got a touchdown, and Jim does what Jim does.
Yeah.
Crush face.
Yeah. There you go. Tony
Okay.
Peterson is your MVP.
Tony Peterson, official MVP of this episode.
Nice.
Yay, Tony.
Good job, Tony. I don't know much about Tony. You gotta...
Don't worry, he's going to be featured in an upcoming player profile on our Facebook page, which look for us on Facebook, High on Blood Bowl, or you
This
could also use our
circle
little
of
nifty
happy
find
serenity.
thing by going into
Aren't they
search
a bunch of
hitting
happy
at
clappies,
High
Joe?
on
I
Blood
wouldn't
Bowl,
like to
all
use the
one
word comfortable,
or on Twitter
as that
at
has certain tax.
I'm on Twitter as
exemption
Ginger Jesus 19, because apparently there's 1,000 fucking Ginger Jesuses out there. God. Anyways, and I'm on YouTube as the only Ginger Jesus, _only_ Ginger Jesus.
So we hope to hear from you. We'd really appreciate some feedback. What kind of things you'd like to hear? possibly funnier episodes than this. This one was kind of on the low side of things.
I know.
Mostly because I really didn't know what to say.
Well, this is the first time we've seen this team play. We barely know the guys.
I mean, yeah. So yeah.
It'll be all right. All right.
We'll get there. We'll be funnier.
So
Get better weed.
we'll get better weed.
Well, I mean, this is supposed to be high on Blood Bowl. The bowl is pretty much done, other than some hash on top, and I'm not even feeling buzzed.
Yeah. Huh. Bummer. All right. So, thanks. Bye, everybody.
See you
Ginger
next
Jesus.
episode.
Out.
Maze.